Okay, it is month of letters, LetterMo, and I was just gonna go through and, I don't know, make a video about it. I have my cards somewhat ready. These are already addressed. I do need to put postage on them. But I think this is for the week. I have these ones all ready to who they're going to go to. I made myself a little list, so I'll just pop these off to the side. And so in my little weeks here in the back, there's some blank pages, and so I used that to make my little list. So for LetterMo, I have who's going to be getting some postcards. I think you can only send 24 this month. I can't recall. I end up sending for every day of the month anyway, even though the mail doesn't get picked up or delivered on Sundays and holidays. I end up accidentally just sending mail anyway. But you see, I wrote down some video ideas for prompts just because I wanted to make a video about LetterMo. Some ideas of items to add. I want to do a handwritten recipe that I need to put into these ones. My one I sent out today and the one I sent out on Friday did not have a recipe in it. You can send a picture from Instax, art of some sort, random foliage you find laying around, dried leaves, flowers, maps or local brochures of your city, kind of like those. Well, for me, it's Seattle, so the Seattle touristy maps. You can also cut out some clippings from magazines that you think might interest your pen pal, a newspaper, crossword, or any articles. If you have a zine or mini book, you can create one, or if you have a favorite that you like, you can send to your pen pals. I had some ideas of prompts, but we're just gonna go in this pretty organically. If you can write about your day's best meal, place you go to on a daily basis. You could write it mundanely. I often do when I'm writing some of my pen pals. I'm quite mundane. Or you can make it very magical and talk about, the lighting in the hallway on the way to your office. I don't know. The weather, always a good fallback, especially if you're having bizarre weather like Seattle currently is. Current music vibe. What's currently your vibe that you have on in the background? Book you're reading, or book you're looking forward to reading. Since it's February and it was the Lunar New Year and it's the beginning of a calendar year, you could also write about any goals you have. And I think semesters started, so it's the last half of school for those who are still students in the typical school setup where you have just gone back. So you could talk about your goals for, this coming school semester or quarter, whatever you have. And then, do you have any seasonal plans for winter? And are you looking forward to the seasons coming up? Those are just ideas you can pop in there. Let's see, what did I write? I wrote about some art in my most recent one that I'm looking forward to partaking in. I have some little ephemera additions, I'll be throwing in some papers, maybe some stickers. I'm keeping it very simple for myself this LetterMo season, just because I don't want to overwhelm my schedule, as I am a very busy person, but I do really enjoy this hobby. I even printed out some of these to send to pen friends. You can send leftover sticker sheets that you have. You don't have to send this whole one to a person. You can cut them and send little bits. I have a faux memo that I'm gonna use the stickers on my little letters. I have printed out some return addresses. That one actually has the Thomas Dambo troll from Austin, Texas on it. So you don't have to do anything fancy either. I've used note cards from Trader Joe's. I really like the quality of most of their cards. They handle fountain pen really nicely. I've used a little date stamp to put the date on so I can keep up and keep organized. Here's my full memo. This one's gonna go out tomorrow. I've already written in it. And then this one I'll work up tonight for the next day. And like I said, I'm just using note cards. You can do letters if you like, stationery, paper. I had a stack of Trader Joe's note cards that I kept getting every time I went to Trader Joe's. They're the blank cards, and then just not using them. So I decided to just bust my stash. And I think this is all, so 18 were all of them for the whole year or for the whole month. And I've been hoarding some of these probably for 5 years, 6 years, and I just need to use them. I'm looking forward to doing a recipe. I don't know what I want to do. I might do just like a chicken stew. It seems like stew season. I've made a beet bourguignon before, beet and mushroom, because I'm allergic to beef. Tick bites, check it out. I kind of want to add a few more like items to add. Let's see, who's this one too, and would they mind? They probably wouldn't mind. So I'm not going to share their address, but I've decorated the inside. Here you go. I've decorated the inside already. I kind of pre-decorated, and this was the sticker sheet I was using to decorate. And so I've just left the sticker sheet in here to decorate the back of the envelope, as well as I've decorated the front. So you see I've decorated the front already. I've left room for postage. But this was the way to just get myself ahead. And there was one evening I worked on this in the evening while we were watching a movie or something. So it's super easy. But yeah, Trader Joe's has some great note cards. There's another one. A cute little owl. And how did I decorate? And then more Hello Kitty. This was when I had my Pipsticks Hello Kitty subscription. Excuse me, I'm drinking a non-alcoholic beer and it's a little gassy. I don't have that anymore, the Pipsticks. Oh, I stuck in a Year of the Snake in this one. But this one, I know I've had this one since we lived in our old house. And this is to my friend Lee, who loves mermaids. At least I think she used to, so I hope she still does. I know she still loves fantasy and all that. Anyway, so you probably don't need to, probably find this really boring. I wonder what else would be helpful. You know, I've met someone at Lush Saturday, who was looking forward to getting into pen pals and pen friends. And so I shared LetterMo with her as a great way to find pen friends if she wants, and then post crossing. And I really do hope that she finds joy in it. And the one thing I like to tell everybody is just start off with a piece of paper, pretend this is bigger, piece of paper, envelope, stamp, and a pen. Write a letter. It doesn't need to have ephemera in it. It doesn't need to be fancy. It doesn't need to be the most special paper. It can just be school book paper. It can just be printer paper. You know, it doesn't have to be, it could be the free paper you find in hotels. I mean, it's not really free, you're paying a steep price, but you know what I mean. It's like you can find those little notepads and those little notebooks. You can write on 10 different post-it notes. Just make sure don't stack them, because then they might be too thick for the envelope. At least spread them out or something. But you can write on post-it notes and put that in there. It doesn't have to be a lot. You can go to the dollar store and get a pack of note cards You don't need to be fancy like you see on the internet. And I know I'm guilty of being fancy, and I'm also guilty of setting myself up to ridiculous expectations that I have to be fancy. You don't. And so just take that to heart. It's always a balance for me, and I'm always recalibrating back to baseline of I'm just trying to do the best I can. I'm one human. I'm trying to do the best I can, enjoy this little life that I have. And so you do the same for yourself. Don't make life a chore, because it already is. Make sure I'm not sharing any addresses here. So, what are some of your favorite additions to add to postcards? Not postcards. Oh gosh, I'm usually doing postcards to letters. I'm curious what you like to add. If there's something I haven't mentioned, it'd be really neat to know. I also have these little coins from the new year that I'm adding into some of them. They're leftovers. Anyway, just tell me what you'd like to add that you find joy in also receiving. Maybe I didn't mention anything. What's your biggest fear in doing any pen paling? Or your biggest hurdles? What are you usually negative about? And why? Even if it's silly and you know it's silly, you can still share. Oh, that was another one, miscellaneous. Narrate from your pet's perspective of the day. Write in tips, write how you talk. You don't need to be fancy. Get school paper. The grocery store sells stamps. I found these other pen pal places: Global Pen Pal, Pen Friends, Pen Pal Blog, and Post Crossing Forum has pen pals searches as well. And you can do the forum, Pen Pal World, Letter Writers Alliance, Interpals, LetterMo, hello, ePals. This one was fun, Geek Girl Pen Pals. They also have a Discord, I believe. Reddit, there's r/penpals. And then maybe a friend, maybe you have a family member you want to connect with. I know that's how I started having a much better relationship with my grandma, was writing her letters. And now we chat more regularly on text or phone. But that's how I started a better relationship with her. Okay, I'm gonna shut that. But that's all for this one. Just a quick little chatty video about LetterMo and get you going. I'm trying to see if I have any more like random, see more stuff like this I'll just throw in there. I don't like these. I tried to use this one. As you can tell, I've used an H and an I. I just don't like the letters. I stopped getting pip sticks because they didn't resonate with me. Just random gubbings, guys. All right, well, it's Monday and I already feel like I've had a really long week. Anyway, you take care of yourself. Again, drop me a comment. Tell me about your writing adventures. If you want to participate or if you find it too much. Do you see yourself setting yourself up for higher expectations than you can accomplish? And what do you do to recalibrate that and bring yourself back to enjoyment of your hobby? All right. This is going to be super short. Bye, guys.